What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all about the 14-inch MacBook Pro. It is definitely going to be coming out sometime this year. A lot of people are actually predicting in March 2021, which is literally next month, but it could come out a little bit later. But most of the rumors that we are going to be talking about in this video are from Mark Gurman, Ming-Chi Kuo, and John Prosser, three really big and reputable names in the Apple news and rumors community. So let's get right into the video. So the first thing that we should be seeing an improvement on with the 14-inch MacBook Pro is the display. Now we could potentially be getting a mini LED display, which basically has a lot of the benefits that an OLED display would have, without some of the negatives like burnout of the actual bulbs and the shorter lifespans that are normally associated with an OLED display. So mini LED should last longer, and if you're someone who likes to buy a computer every few years, then I think this is going to be a pretty good benefit. We're also looking at an increase in screen size due to it being a 14-inch model. The current MacBook Pro that you could buy right now is actually a 13.3-inch display, so it's going to be a little bit bigger, which is always nice. This is going to be done by shrinking down the bezels to give it a slimmer design, and we could be looking at a rounded display as well, which I think is going to be a nice change from the squared off design that we have right now. Bye touch bar. Now there's a ton of rumors suggesting that the touch bar is going to be completely gone with the new 14-inch MacBook Pro. To be honest, I'm not super sad about this. I barely ever used it on my MacBook Pro. I think it's just like a really cool feature, just not a lot of people really use it. It's nice for shortcuts when you're trying to, send a message or type out something on the internet, but pretty much every other function I didn't really use, like ever. Now it looks like the body of the computer is going to get an update as well. It's been the same for a few years now, and it looks like we're going to get something really similar to the iPhone 12 flat edge design, which I am a huge fan of, so I'm super excited for this. Now I'm just waiting to see if we get some more colors, because as you guys probably know, the MacBook Pros only come in silver and space gray. Just imagine a Pacific blue MacBook Pro. I would buy that in a heartbeat. Magsafe looks like it's making a return as well. To be honest, I was always a huge fan of Magsafe. I thought it was just a really good feature to have on a computer. The hardware itself is already expensive, so you might as well have something that's going to prevent damage, which Magsafe definitely did. Now, since Apple brought Magsafe back with the iPhone 12s, and then all of these rumors basically saying that it's coming to the computers as well, makes me believe this is true. And like I said, it's just a really good damage preventer, and it's just so satisfying to have a magnetic charger, just boop. Now there's some rumors suggesting that it's going to be the only way to charge the new MacBook Pros, but there's also some rumors that say you might have the option to use USB-C and MagSafe, which I'm hoping you do have the option. Now a lot of people are going to be excited by this news right here, and that's because it looks like we might be getting some more ports on the new MacBook Pro. As you guys probably know, the last couple of years have just been USB-C, that's it. You would have to get a whole bunch of adapters and dongles in order to essentially do anything. So the big rumored one is an SD card reader, which is going to be great for people who do a lot of video and photo. No more SD card adapter. You would definitely still have the USB-C ports and the new MagSafe. So it looks like three different types of ports versus the ports that we currently have on the MacBooks, because it's literally only USB-C. Now let's talk about the chip, because the M1 chip that was released in 2020 was an absolute monster, and a lot of people really like it. The performance was really good, and it was a giant leap forward for Apple releasing their first ever chip in their own computers. There is a ton of tests that basically compare the $1,500 base MacBook Pro with the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which I thought was just absolutely nuts, considering the computer is basically double the price. So if the performance of the M1 chip was that good, just imagine an M1X or M2. Now Leaks Apple Pro is saying we could be looking at a 12-core MacBook Pro up to a 16-core model of the 14-inch. And if we are looking at that 12-core model, it would basically be broken down into 8 performance cores and 4 high efficiency cores, and we should expect about 30 to 40% faster speeds. I'm also hoping for an upgraded GPU, but we don't really have any news on that just yet. Now let's talk about battery life. Now the M1 was super efficient. Now Apple actually advertises up to 20 hours of battery life, which is the longest in any Mac ever, which I think it's safe to assume they're literally going to say the same thing this year and have the battery life even better. Now a lot of people are predicting about 20 to 22 hours of battery life, which is literally insane. insane. 22 hours is just nuts. Now, if you do need to use those more powerful cores, then this is definitely going to reduce the battery lifetime, but it is going to be better than the M1, so I'm super excited to see what they announce. Now, we don't have a lot of updates on the camera. As you guys probably know, a lot of people have put a lot of hate towards that 720p camera. It's 2021. I think we need at least a 1080p, so I'm really hoping they update that. But as of right now, we don't really have any concrete news or rumors regarding it. I think whenever they do add 1080p though, that's when we're going to get Face ID on the MacBooks. There was a rumor going around that Face ID was going to come to this refresh, but then it was shut down, and it looks like they're going to hold that off for about another year or so. So I would assume it's probably still going to be a 720p camera. Now let's talk release dates. Now, a lot of people are saying that it could be coming out next month in March, but multiple sources are saying second half of 2021, and most likely the third quarter according to Ming-Chi Kuo, which would put the release right around July, which I think that makes sense because, you know, that student buying rush is going to come in the summertime, and it just makes sense to release a new computer. And there's some rumors of new AirPods coming out around the same time, and with the student deal of getting free AirPods or paying a little bit more for AirPods Pro, I think it would be a great decision from Apple to release both at the same time with that student buying rush, and I think they are going to make a lot of money. So guys, that's pretty much all of the news and rumors that we have confirmed for the 14-inch MacBook Pro. Super excited for this one. It looks like this is going to be that first MacBook Pro in a few years that really just takes it to another level. Super excited because I will be picking one up. If you guys can hold off a few months, I would definitely wait a little bit just because it's going to come out pretty soon, so you might as well just get the new one, especially because of all these upgrades that are going to be coming along with it. But if you're someone that needs it like right now, the M1 MacBook Pro 13-inch is going to be a really great machine for you. So guys, leave a comment down below of what you guys think about the 14-inch MacBook Pro. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. A ton of content coming this month, so make sure you guys are prepared for that. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.